The stadium goes dead silent as the bowler hits the crease, that white line marking the point of release. Down at the other end of the pitch, the batter has a fraction of a second to read the delivery. In cricket, the baseline unit of play is called an over, represented by these 6 markers. Hit the ball entirely over the boundary without bouncing to score 6 runs. Clear the ropes on all 6 attempts, and you hit the absolute mathematical ceiling, 36 runs. Across decades of international white ball cricket, bowlers have delivered millions of overs. Out of all those opportunities, a batter has reached this limit exactly 4 times. To hit that 36, the batter has to commit to total offense. Every ball is an all-or-nothing gamble, where a single mistimed swing ends the streak and returns the game to its usual rhythm. For decades, the perfect over was merely a theoretical concept in international play. That barrier finally broke in 2007. South Africa's Herschel Gibbs stepped to the pitch during a one-day international match against the Netherlands. Over the course of 6 deliveries, he systematically cleared the boundary, proving the feat was humanly possible on the world stage. The first 2 balls of a massive over are about planting a seed of doubt. The batter takes an initial, calculated risk. If the bat connects, the bowler suddenly has to second-guess their strategy. Later that same year, the newly popularized, highly aggressive T20 international format provided the perfect breeding ground for this type of hitting. India's Yuvraj Singh came to the crease. He faced England, locking horns in a high-stakes rivalry where the pressure was already at a boiling point. Yuvraj Singh had just been in an argument with an English player. He turned that frustration into 4 straight strikes, and as the crowd reached a fever pitch, the bowler began to lose his line and length, unable to find a safe spot on the pitch. By the time those middle deliveries sailed into the stands, the mechanics of the swing were secondary. Perfect execution in these moments relies heavily on weaponizing chaotic emotional momentum. After 2007, the math reset. 14 years passed before the 36-run over made a sudden resurgence in 2021. West Indies powerhouse Kieron Pollard achieved the milestone, dismantling the opposition in a T20 international against Sri Lanka. When a batter reaches the 5th and 6th deliveries, the element of surprise is entirely gone. The bowler knows exactly what is coming and sets up specifically to prevent it, often firing the ball wide or directly at the batter's toes. Overcoming those defensive tactics takes terrifying physical strength. The batter has to force the ball over the ropes purely on timing and torque. Later in 2021, Jaskaran Malhotra became the 4th player to join the club, launching his perfect over during a one-day international. Malhotra delivered his punishment against Papua New Guinea, providing a distinct international context to the history books. This specific brand of lightning can strike anywhere. It doesn't require a clash of traditional cricketing superpowers. It simply requires a batter catching fire at the exact right time. Regardless of the opponent, getting those final 2 deliveries over the ropes demands an unwavering, almost arrogant refusal to yield to the mounting pressure. When that 6th consecutive ball finally clears the boundary rope, the tension breaks. The stadium detonates into sheer noise. The psychology of the match instantly inverts. The batter experiences an immediate coronation on the pitch, while the fielding side is left quietly absorbing a total strategic collapse. Achieving this requires a flawless convergence of timing, competitive psychology, and theatrical spectacle. Every variable has to align perfectly. Gibbs, Yuvraj, Pollard, and Malhotra remain the only 4 to achieve a flawless scorecard internationally. The 36-run over remains international cricket's most spectacular shooting star, an over where every single ball ends up exactly where the bowler feared it would.